Day 9, you're into the swing of things, getting fit, getting used to this new rhythm of reading the Bible every day as we're heading towards 260. And Matthew 9, you could call it Matthew 8b, because he just carries on straight from where we were in Matthew chapter 8. We were in the middle of these sets of 3 miracles, these accounts that Matthew is conveying to us, demonstrating the authority of Jesus. And we looked yesterday at Jesus having authority over the elements, the wind and the waves, which obey him, and then authority over the spiritual realm, the demons obey him, and then authority to forgive sin is the first one that we see in Matthew 9. And this freaks the Pharisees out. They do not know what to do with this Jesus guy. And then in the last set of 3 miracles, we see Jesus demonstrating authority over the dead. He heals and raises a dead girl back to life. He heals a mute, heals the blind, and he has authority to heal our sicknesses. And I just so love how Matthew curates these stories together for us. In the middle of these miracles, these sets of miracles, there are encounters. And in this encounter, there's an encounter with Matthew. And Matthew, also called Levi, he's the author of the book that we are reading. And Jesus goes to visit in Matthew's house, and the Pharisees, once again, they are freaked out because Jesus is visiting with tax collectors. Matthew was a tax collector, and sinners. And the tax collectors, they weren't really liked because, in a sense, they were agents for the Romans. We spoke about those Romans yesterday, and they collected taxes from the Jews on behalf of the Romans. And so Matthew wasn't really much liked in his crowd. And the Pharisees were like, what is Jesus doing with these? I love how the New Living Translation calls them disreputable sinners. But Jesus was so comfortable being with sinful people. After he casts out the demons, the Pharisees, they freak out. They say, it must be the devil. It's so easy when we don't understand things just to ascribe it to the devil. And then this passage ends off with a reminder, this chapter ends off with a reminder that Jesus is about people. He has a heart for people. And he gives the disciples the second prayer. The first prayer he gave them was in Matthew chapter 6, Our Father who art in heaven. And the second prayer that he gives here is to pray the Lord of the harvest for harvesters, because there are people who are sheep without a shepherd. And Jesus, the ultimate shepherd, would have every person shepherded under his grace.